Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Hey, listen, in this particular video, we're going to talk about how we can go into Reaper, and even though we're using our ASIO files and we're doing one-on-one patching and the individual track recordings, to where we can actually set up some outputs on the master track that we can feed back into X32 edit here for the X32 rack. And these are our master tracks right here. And I'm starting off with this still shot because once we actually start doing this, then I'll be able to bring this audio in and out. And we're going to actually be doing this in Reaper. And that's the whole purpose of this. How can you sit there and use the X32 or M32, even the Wing, as a audio interface where you can plug in your headphones into the actual mixer and then be able to listen to the changes that are made in Reaper. And guys, I'm assuming this is going to work in any other DAW. And I apologize, I don't use other DAWs. I left Pro Tools for Reaper for a very simple reason. I got rid of the iLock, and I love using Reaper a whole lot better. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over into Reaper. We'll see what we got going on there. And then we're going to jump into X32 edit, and I'll show you how I've got it set up. It's nothing fancy. It's just a way to bring the tracks in. Okay, so here we go. First, right off the bat, I want to show you. Okay, I'm up here in the ASIO file. I do have it set up for my X Live for the X32. And by doing this, even though I've got all these outputs here, as you can see, I've got them out to 21. Over here on the mains, I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to delete this and start from over, remove send. Okay. Now you notice this little bar right here where this changes. I can actually move this. We want to make sure that we're underneath that bar. We're going to come up here and we're going to add new hardware outputs. And from this point right here, we're going to come up to output 22 and 23. I believe is what I've got set. Okay. So now this, even though it's going to translate going back into X32 edit, I'm going to show you what happens when we go to X32 edit. I'm going to put on my headphones, and then we're going to start playing around with some plugins here, and I'll show you where you can hear the difference. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this. As you can see, it's all coming through. I don't have anything clipping. This is a pretty cool mastering plugin here. I've got everything running through. Even though you see the red coming in, don't worry about it. It will be reduced at the end. Remember, on digital audio, as long as you keep it within the digital realm, you cannot clip it until you release it out. Okay? So if that sounds confusing, I don't know, it's just the way that it is. I didn't invent it, but I definitely take advantage of it. Okay? So let's go ahead and pop over into X32 edit, and here we go. Now, if you look up here at these inputs, see I've got it coming in card 22 and card 23. Those were the outputs that we use. So if we come up to routing here, I'm using my Camtasia routing, my Zoom routing, and it's very basic. And we come in here to the cards out 24 or 17 through 24. That's where we're going to be right here. Okay? And I'm going to unmute this, and this is what it sounds like. Okay? Now, I'm just going to drop this down a little bit because I want to be able to talk over it. Because we're going to, again, we're going to be doing away with this, and we're going to go back into Reaper. There we go. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me over this with no issues. I want you to really be able to hear it, okay? So here we go. If I come here and I click on the master and I go to edit and I say select all, I'm going to turn off the FX. That's what it sounds like. Even with all the leveling that I've done here as I'm coming through and putting this together. And we're going to start dropping these off one by one. And I'm going to tighten up on this just a little bit so we don't have to go through all of this. we'll still be able to hear everything that comes through here. So since I've still got all this selected, I'm going to hit the FX again. Oh, and I touched one I shouldn't have. Edit. Select all. There we go. Here's the FX if I take it off the master. The bass, the lead box, the backup vocals, the drum kick, all the drums, and that's all the keys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these all back in. And then I'm going to go up the volume. I'm going to open this all the way back up. We're going to raise the volume to X32 edit. Now let's listen to the demo. Picking up the lost time, trying to gain miles in my life. That I know, but I just can't find. I don't wanna be a fool. Now, as you can hear, that's a pretty big difference in the FX. So the point that I'm trying to make is that you can go in and change these levels and just plug your headphones into the mixer headphone jack. Once you set your volume, then you can start blending everything in. And we're just going to go over here and play with the lead vocal just for a second. And guys, that's it. That's so easy to do this using your mixer and just adding a set of outputs on the main left and right in Reaper.
Been a fool, bird, how did you feel when you were hanging out to dry? Did you want to know why?
Okay, so that's it. It's real simple. Add the extra outputs on the main left and right on Reaper going out. Go to the X32. Have you know, if I go back to the picture and show you, I actually have it going in that way. I just had to set it up to do it this way for the video. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope it answers any questions you may have had. If you have any, by all means, drop them in the comments. All right? Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.